Welcome to Champlin Park High School afternoon baseball here for the Section 5 4A Championship on CCX Sports and also NSPN.TV. It is the top seed Moundsview Mustangs taking on the number 2 seed Champlin Park. The Rebels are the team that's undefeated though, and they need one win to claim the section title. Moundsview would need to sweep a doubleheader, and that's because the Rebels edged the Mustangs 1-0 in 8 last weekend. I'm Jay Wilcox, and this game time moved up 4 hours because of the threat of storms later on. It seems like we've maybe going to be missing bad weather, hopefully, here, and it may not even happen in the evening. Moundsview will be up first as the visitors because they're the team that has a loss, even though they're the higher seed. Cooper Caligiuri leads it off, then R.J. Madison in left, Liam Berlin at short, Jack Lancy in center, Jack Treader at second, Bo Brunding at third base, the pitcher Andrew Getty hit seventh, then Cal Anderson and Carter Byers. And defensively for Champlin Park, they've got Christian Dull, Luke Carlson, Caleb Greer, and Dylan McNamara around the infield, Alex Fino, Reese George, and Alex Berg in the outfield, Jaden Oligmuller catching, and Donovan Vendel, the right-hander, getting the ball for game one here. He pitched 6 good innings in that win against Moundsview on the weekend, and the first pitch over for a strike. Boy, the three of the 4 main pitchers anyway for the Rebels have ERAs below 2, including Donovan Vendel. This one driven out to deep center though by Caligiuri, and George is able to hang on and make the catch as he got turned around a bit. A well-hit ball to start the ball game. But George will turn it into a long out, not without some adventure out there as he's telling his other outfielders what went on there as he ended up going to the ground, but makes the catch. Caligiuri, belt-high fastball, got a lot of it, but not quite enough to get it out. You see just the stumble right there by George. Good concentration to hang on. Loses the cap, loses the shades, but still makes the catch. He got under the ball just fine, but you could see that his footing slipped and did a good job to stay with it. R.J. Madison stepping in. And there's a strike. 1-1 now. Now, staying in the winner's bracket certainly sets you up to have more pitching available on this last day, but doesn't mean that Moundsview doesn't have still a good opportunity here. There's a rip and a miss by Madison. Mustangs were state runner-up 2 years ago. Rebels won the section last year. Madison popping this one up. McNamara, long run. Looks like he'll have room, and he gets there. Madison fouling out. Quite a bit of room in foul territory there, and McNamara did a good job finding that one. And for a second, it looked like he was thinking he was going to run into something, but he managed to stay with that one and makes the catch. So now Liam Berlin will bat for the Mustangs. Actually, a really nice day for a ball game here. That's assuming it doesn't rain, but there's definitely a chance. But got cloudy and upper 70s and a little bit of breeze. Some of these games at this time of the year can start to get pretty hot. Swinging on 2-0 and fouls that one away. Mustangs have been pretty aggressive in this first inning. Obviously, even though he pitched well on the weekend, Vendel, but they have seen him now too. Ooh, and this one driven out to deep left field, and it is gone. Solo home run for Berlin, and the Mustangs on the board first. Pretty well hit fly to center to start the game. That turned into an out. This one will not be caught, and Berlin just over the left field fence, or left center field fence. And as you can imagine, their guys pretty pumped up. Wendell coming in with a pitch right over the heart of the plate, and right off the bat, you knew it had a chance. Boy, and oh, the glove going over the fence there as Fino tried to haul that one in, so it wasn't too far from being catchable, but just got enough. Glancy, the hitter now for Mounds View. Big cut and a miss and a high fastball there. Certainly get the impression that Mounds View is coming up looking to swing the bats and be aggressive up there. They certainly have been early going here. Pitch outside. So it's been longer. I mean, there's pluses and minuses. I for sure, you want to be the team that comes in and stays in the winner's bracket, no doubt about it. But Mounds View did get a chance to play here and knock Maple Grove out the other night. So they have had a more recent appearance. There's a swing and a miss. Glancy down on the strikes. The top of the first is done, but Mounds View does come up with the first run on Berlin's solo homer. 1 run, 1 hit. No errors and no one left. So after a half inning, the Mustangs leading it by a score of 1-0. Champlin Park will get their first opportunity with the bats, as they will send up Christian Dull to lead things off. He'll be followed up by Caleb Greer, the second baseman, then Luke Carlson at short, Reese George in center, Alex Berg, the right fielder, Jaden Oligmuller, the catcher, is taken over as Cal Oakley is out injured. Mac Warren DHing at hitting 7th. McNamara, the first baseman, hits 8th, and Alex Fino, the left fielder, hitting in the number 9 slot. And the defensive alignment for Nick Anderson and the Mustangs: Bo Brunding at third base, Berlin at short, who hit that home run, Treader at second, Carter Byers at first base, Madison, Glancy, and Anderson the outfield, Cooper Caligiuri catching and doing the pitching. Certainly one of the top pitchers in the state. Andrew Getty will get the ball here for Mounds View. Trying to get them into, that's the thing, you're always thinking about, well, what would be the best strategy and everything, but for them, there is no game 2 if they don't win game 1, so you're going to bring Getty right back. The Mounds View certainly appeared loose, too, before the game. I mean, I don't think they were necessarily feeling the pressure of needing to win 2 games or anything like that. They probably came into this tournament considered the favorite. Champlin Park came in as the defending champ, so not a huge surprise to see these two teams as the top 2 seeds in the final round. But it definitely doesn't always happen that way in baseball, especially. You can certainly see some upsets along the way. But these two working their way into this game. Dull, a 273 average, but 529 on base. He has walked 24 times in this length of season. That's a lot. And ahead in the count here, 2-0. Hits this one back up the middle. Gets past Getty. It's knocked down, but they won't have a play. Sliding chance for Berlin. We'll call that an infield hit, though. I think it would have been a pretty exceptional play had he made it. So infield single for Dull. And Caleb Greer will bat now for Champlin Park. Got it past the pitcher, and a good effort. He's actually on the second base side of the bag by that point. Berlin sliding. Would have had to have been everything go perfect to have a chance to get Dull there, so it's an infield hit. Greer hitting at 263, has 1 home run, 4 doubles to his credit. Dull is one of 4 guys in double figures in steals for the Rebels. He has 10. Breaking ball just inside. It's 1-1. That ball starting right at Greer's body and then breaking in, but umpire indicating did not quite make its way over the plate. Greer out in front of that off speed, and it's 1-2 as Dull bluffed going there, but did not. And a throw over there. Dull getting it decently, but nothing out of the ordinary. And a little soft liner, and it's going to drop in just over the head of Berlin. Boy, there have been a couple of close opportunities for him. One on that grounder up the middle, and then that one just got enough of it to float it over his head. And it's back-to-back singles to start the game for Champlin Park. They haven't crushed the ball, but you're getting just enough of this one. So Luke Carlson will be the batter now for the Rebels. Certainly been one of their best hitters this year, hitting .418, 5 doubles, couple of home runs. Squares around, he will drop it down. Getty bobbles it briefly, but he'll still have time to get the out at first as Carlson sacrifices his runners. And so now second and third with one out for Reese George here for Champlin Park.
Center fielder, number 11, Reese George.
George hitting at .312. He's also walked 15 times. A little interesting strategy-wise there for Champlin Park. You had a 3-hitter up and have him bunt, but now no force play and both guys into scoring position. Infield will stay back for the Mustangs. Corners kind of toward the edge of the grass, though. They would have an opportunity to come home if something hit right at them. Mounds View grabbing a quick lead on a solo homer by Berlin in the top of the first. Rebels trying to answer here. Runners at second and third. And one out against a very good pitcher in Getty, but you have to wonder how much he has in the tank, too. Foul tip there. Champlin Park hosting this tournament. It was always going to be here for the finals. So a good opportunity for the Rebels showcasing their setup here. They've really done some nice upgrades and do a good job on the field here as well. Getty trying to get a big out here against the Rebels cleanup hitter Reese George. 1-2. And instead he knocks it up the middle. It's a base hit. One run will score for sure. Second runner being waved. The throw to the plate is not in time as Greer is in. It's 2-1 Champlin Park as George comes through with a 2-run single. Greer runs pretty well, but it was no sure thing he was going to make it there. Mounds View executed well. And the throw was not far from getting in, but he was able to get in. You see George taking that low pitch and just driving it over the infield. See, really a well-done relay here. And, yep, got in underneath. Alex Berg is the hitter for Champlin Park. He has had a good year as well, hitting .405. Couple of doubles, couple of home runs. Pitch is low and in the dirt, and that'll allow George to move up, and he takes a big turn around second. There's a little bit of trouble locating the ball there for Caligiuri, but so George advancing on the wild pitch. Well, any hint that this was going to be a 1-0 game like last time has already gone out the window as both teams hitting the ball pretty well early going here. Now Berg a chance to knock in a run. A runner at second and one out. Big cut, but didn't get it. Bluff will throw to second, and Caligiuri wants time to go talk to Getty here. One pitch is a strike. That's the thing for both these pitchers too. You have to kind of just shake it off and say, okay, I'm going to hold them from here. Tapper foul. And again, gets a piece of it as Berg staying in there. That's the thing. I mean, obviously you say facing a really good pitcher can be a challenge, but at the same time, I think it really gets all you guys locked in. They want to succeed against a guy like Getty. And they know they're going to have to be at their best to get hits against him. Cut and a miss, and Getty wins that battle as Berg goes down on strikes for the second out of the inning. And Jaden Oligmuller will bat now for Champlin Park.
Catcher number 7, Jaden Oligmuller.
Got him to chase a little bit here. Boy, sharp downward break on that one. Oligmuller hitting .259, 4 doubles, a home run. That one is over the inside part of the plate for strike one. Getty trying to get out of it with the score where it is at 2-1 as the Rebels started the game with back-to-back hits, and then after a sacrifice, a 2-run single by Reese George. That one another strike, same place, 0-2. Well, you'd like to be greedy here if you're the Rebels. You get that third potential run into scoring position with only one out. You'd sure like to bring George around as well. Skied out to center field. Actually very short left center field, and played by tracking it all the way was Glancy, and Oligmuller flies out. So the Rebels are done in the first, but they do take the lead. 2 runs on 3 base hits and 1 left aboard after an incomplete. It is 2-1 Champlin Park here in the Section 5 4A championship.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured with the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Nice crowd making their way here to Champlin Park despite the early afternoon start here. As I mentioned earlier, game time was moved up 4 hours due to the possibility of some rain and storms that was forecast for the evening. I think they've kind of backed off on that a little bit, but once you make that decision, obviously you're not going to change back. And Jack Treader will lead off the second inning for Mounds View, their second baseman. They came out swinging in that first inning. A fairly long fly ball was caught, and then a fly ball over the left field fence was not caught. So, and this one lifted out to left field, but going to be playable here for Fino. He will make the catch. Treader is out, and Bo Brunding will be the batter.
The third baseman, number 23, Bo Brunding.
Vendel, you want to be aggressive, but I think he maybe was getting a little more of the plate than he would have wanted to in that first inning. They had some pretty good swings against him. That one boring in on his hands. Brunding a little bit of an awkward swing there, so it's 0-2. Tried to get him to chase fastball up there, 1-2. Foul that one back. Interesting, and that Bendel, he's working quick, coming right at him, and Mounds, he was swinging the bat too. Both teams looking to get after it. Rip and a miss, and a strikeout. Second K so far for Donovan Bendel. 2 up, 2 down here in the second, and now the pitcher Getty will bat for the Mustangs.
Pitcher number 22, Andrew Getty.
We've talked about this in a couple of past years in the playoffs, that a lot of the teams in this section are Northwest Suburban Conference, whereas you got Mounds View coming over from the Suburban East, so they don't necessarily see each other too much in the regular season, but obviously very good program. Some others on this, more on this side of town, Champlin Park, Maple Grove, have been pretty solid of late. 1-1 count here to Getty. Lifts this one up. McNamara calling. Boy, that ball is very high in the air, but McNamara no trouble squeezing that, and the Mustangs go 1-2-3 in the second. No runs, no hits, and no one left. We go to the bottom of 2 in the Section 5 championship. Rebels 2 and Mustangs 1.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Welcome back. You see the state appearances for Champlin Park, most recently last year, 2025 tournament. Mounds View has made 11 appearances overall, 5 for Champlin Park. By the end of the day, we'll know who is adding to that total. Again, Mounds View needing 2 wins today. They have 1 loss in this tournament, which was to this Champlin Park team. The Rebels need just 1 win. Mac Warren, the DH, will lead off the bottom of the second here for Champlin Park. Warren hasn't had a huge number of at-bats, but hitting at .294. He's 5 for 17. Takes a first pitch fastball over for a strike. So the 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up for the Rebels after they sent 6 to the plate in that 2-run first inning. That one missing in, 1-1. Smack to third. And well handled there on a pretty hard hit ball. Brundig able to throw Warren out 5-3. And one gone now as Dylan McNamara will step in here for Champlin Park. McNamara hitting at .351, has 4 doubles this year. Look at Brunding there. A little bit of a late swing by Warren, but he did still put a pretty hard hit ball there. Sharp 2 hopper. And lifted to center field, but pretty much right at Glancy. So McNamara is out on a fly out. 2 gone now for Champlin Park, and both pitchers have, so far anyway, had easier second innings than they did the first. 9th hitter Alex Fino will step up now for the Rebels. Alex hitting at .364. Breaking ball over for a strike. Another one to third. Brunding has to leap for that one and makes another nice play. So a solid second inning for the third baseman for the Mustangs. For the Rebels, they go quickly with no runs, no hits, and no one left. We've played 2 full. Champlin Park 2 and Mound View 1 here on CCX.
Thank you to our supporting sponsor, Scott's Lawn Care, serving homes and businesses of their neighbors in the Twin Cities West Metro area. Scott's Lawn Care team offers services ranking from weekly maintenance to complete redesign. Also, Scott's Lawn Care offers snow plowing services for the smallest residential lots to large commercial projects as well. Thank you, Scott's Lawn Care, for being a supporting sponsor of CCX Media.
Welcome back here to Champlin Park High School. Section 5 4A Baseball Championship on CCX and NSPN.TV as we go to inning number 3. Mounds View trailing at 2-1 here. They'll have the 8, 9, and 1 spots coming up against Donovan Vendel, the Rebels right-hander. Cal Anderson takes first pitch for a ball. Slicing that one foul and on a play down the right field side. And there's a fastball over for a strike. It's 1-2 now. A lot of pretty big guys in the Mounds View lineup too. They've got the team with some height. And that one on the outside corner for a strike as Anderson caught looking. Third K of the afternoon for Vendel.
The first baseman, number 32,
Carter Byers will step up now for the Mustangs. Vendel continues to shoot strikes in there. That one outside. And down with that one, so it's 2 balls and a strike down to Byers. Obviously for Vendel here, you'd like to get this number 9 hitter out. Got the top of the order due next. Lifting that one foul and out of play down the left field line onto the top of the batting cage out there. That one got away from him, so 3-2 now to Byers. And there's a called third strike. Back-to-back called thirds to begin the inning here. Kind of almost looked like Byers didn't get the pitch he was expecting there, because that one seemed definitely too good to take on 3-2. And Cooper Caligiuri, the catcher, will step in now for the Mustangs. Yeah, right. I think he was expecting something different there. Pitch is over for a strike. Caligiuri flied to fairly deep center field. That ball where the center fielder George lost his footing and had to kind of make a catch as he was falling out there. He did hit it a long way, but got under it too much. Missed outside with that one. Now 2-2. And on the hands, and he fouls that one back over the grandstand here. Another one fouled away. Mentioned the upgrades they've done here at Champlin Park. We've kind of lamented over the years how so many of the fields around our area are just basic ball fields with nothing much to them, but they've done some things here to make this a little bit more of a ballpark experience. The grandstand first and foremost. Big swing and a miss. Caligiuri down on strikes, and Vendel strikes out the side in the third. Mustangs, no runs, no hits, and no one left. We go to the bottom of 3. Still 2-1, Champlin Park.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
We head to the bottom of the third here at Champlin Park High School. Rebels leading Mounds View 2-1 in the Section 5 4A baseball championship round. Again, Champlin Park needs one win to claim the title. Mounds View would need to sweep a doubleheader after having earlier lost to the Rebels in this tournament. For Champlin Park, they'll have the top of the order coming up in the third. Dull, Greer, and Carlson will hit against Getty. Boy, the way the game started, both teams showing quite a bit of offense in the first inning, and then it's been the pitchers settling in since.
Leading off the Rebels in the bottom of the third baseman #1, Christian Dowell.
So Dell will lead off this third inning. He started the bottom of the first with an infield hit right back up through the middle over the mound, and was knocked down by the shortstop, but he couldn't make a play, so an infield single for Dull, and he came around to score on George's 2-run single. That one is over for a strike. Dull, I think, trying to be polite about it, but indicating he didn't think so. One down, 2 balls and a strike. That one is over, 2-2. Mentioned Dole has shown an ability to draw a lot of walks this year. But this time a swing and a miss as Getty made him look awkward on that last one. So his second strikeout of the game, and Caleb Greer will hit now for Champlin Park.
Second baseman number 17, Caleb Greer.
Another look, that ball tailing away, and Dull swing and a miss. Greer hit a soft liner just over the shortstop and came in to score what proved to be at the time, or still is, the go-ahead run for the Rebels. Chopper to short. Nice hop for Berlin, and he'll throw him out. 2 gone here in the third, and Luke Carlson will be the batter for Champlin Park.
The shortstop number 10, Luke Carlson.
Carlson had a sacrifice bunt to move the 2 runners into scoring position, and boy, did that turn out well as George singled them both in. Takes a strike here. Now 1-1. Two balls and a strike here to Carlson. George waiting on deck if Carlson can keep this inning alive. Takes that one up high. And he will draw a walk. First walk issued by either pitcher in the game. So Carlson aboard with 2 outs, and Reese George will be the batter. Carlson has swiped 15 bases this year. See if they might think about going that route. George drove a line single up the middle in the first to knock in the 2 runs that the Rebels have. Knocks it to third. Nice stop by Brunding. He gets up throwing and gets him. Boy, another nice play. That was harder than the other 2 that he's had, and he made it flawlessly. For the Rebels in the third, no runs, no hits, and 1 left on base after 3 full. It is 2-1 Champlin Park.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
And welcome back here to Champlin Park as the Rebels lead Mounds View 2-1 after 3 innings. We head to the top of the 4th. It'll be the 2-3-4 hitters coming up for Mounds View as R.J. Madison stepping in to lead it off. He fouled out to the first baseman in his First time up in the first. Two and 0 now as Vendel missing each side of the plate there to begin this at bat. And 3 balls and no strikes. So Getty had his first walk in the bottom of the third, and now Vendel in danger of giving up his first to start the fourth. That one is over for a strike. And a tapper foul, so now the count will run full on Madison. That one got away from Vendel, and it will indeed be his first walk issued as Madison will cut down to first base with a leadoff walk.
The shortstop, number 6, Liam Berlin.
And now Liam Berlin will step in. He went deep, homered over the left field fence his first time up. High and in with that one. Oligmuller coming out to talk to Vendel. Here's a look at what Liam did in that first inning. Turned on a pitch, and you see Fino almost got to it, and then he lost his glove when he hit the top of the fence there. Skying this one out to center. George calling for it and makes a catch for out number 1. Big out to get there for Vendel, but still more dangerous hitters ahead here as Jack Glancy will step in.
The center fielder, number 1, Jack Glancy.
Glancy struck out his first time up. Runner is going. Oligmuller's throw got away from him a little bit and bouncing to the third base side, so an easy steal there for Madison.
One strike.
Glancy right on that one, but fouls it back. Now 0-2. Good RBI opportunity here as the Mustangs stealing a base to get Madison into scoring position. Timed that one very well, but just fouling it. Vendel missing inside there. And a rip and a miss as he gets him to chase that high fastball. And Glancy down on strikes for the second time today. 6 strikeouts for Vendel, and Jack Treader will be the hitter. This is what getting ahead in the count can do for you, as a hitter starts to feel like he's got to expand a little bit. Not that the pitch was terribly high, but Treader, the hitter, he flied to left field his first time up. inside for a ball. I thought that one maybe was going to hit him for a moment. Just natural that you try to get out of the way, and you know, Treader maybe could have let that one hit him, but fouling that one away. Ooh, made some loud contact with somebody's vehicle out there. Up and away with that one. Bendel's release point hasn't been quite as on, I think, in this fourth inning as it had been the previous three. And inside with that one. 3 balls and a strike here to Treader. After walking the leadoff hitter, Bendel's gotten the next 2, but now in danger of putting Treader on as well. And that one is over for a strike. Treader was on his way to first. So 3-2. And there is ball 4. This time it is indeed ball 4 as Treader will draw the walk. So 2 on and 2 out for the Mustangs, and Bo Brunding will be the batter. Yeah, that one definitely down. Brunding struck out his first time up. And Bendel having a little trouble putting it where he wants to, as I mentioned, in this fourth inning. Pop foul and out of play. Rip and a miss, 1-2. Brunding might have helped Bendel a little bit there. Missing up and away, although he did hit the spot hole in the other one of that one, so 2-2. Fouling that one back. Good battle here. Who's going to win it? Bendel and Brunding. Key at bat here in the top of the fourth. Another foul. Umpire indicating he's out of baseballs here. And another foul ball. Another 2-2, that one way up and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Brunding. Fouls that one away. What a battle here. Really making Vendel work. Up that pitch count if nothing else, but just putting some mental strain on him a little bit there too. Getty hoping for a chance to bat with perhaps the bases loaded. And a foul tip held by Oligmuller, and a huge strikeout for Vendel as he gets Brunding after a great battle. The Mustangs threaten but don't score in the fourth. No runs, no hits. They leave 2. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Champlin Park still up 2-1.
Thank you to our supporting sponsor, Scott's Lawn Care, serving homes and businesses of their neighbors in the Twin Cities West Metro area. Scott's Lawn Care team offers services ranking from weekly maintenance to complete redesign. Also, Scott's Lawn Care offers snow plowing services for the smallest residential lots to large commercial projects as well. Thank you, Scott's Lawn Care, for being a supporting sponsor of CCX Media.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Champlin Park leading this one 2-1. All of the runs coming in the first inning. And not much offense since. The Mustangs did get 2 walks in the top of the 4th, but left those runners stranded. Alex Berg will lead it off here for Champlin Park against Andrew Getty. First pitch fouls it away. Berg was a strikeout victim in the first inning. Missed with that one, it's 1-1. Outside there, 2 balls and a strike now to the Champlin Park right fielder, number 5 hitter in their order. Hits this one between the first and second baseman, and Berg will have a leadoff single here to start the 4th. Sharply hit ball in a good spot, so the Rebels get the leadoff man aboard, and Jaden Oligmuller will be the hitter. Nice job turning on that one on the inner half of the plate. Drives it into right field. Well, certainly Mounds View anticipating bunt here as the Rebels get the leadoff man aboard, and Oligmuller see if he will indeed be asked to sacrifice. Not showing it on the first pitch, takes that one for a strike. Boy, even the second baseman playing way in. Now drifting back a little bit. Oligmuller calling time just as Getty was about to start pitching. I'm not so sure the umpire was going to grant it to him, but then Getty stopped, so. I guess the other alternative would be to call a balk there, but I don't think you want to do that to the pitcher in that spot either. He maybe did grant him time. Oh, the throw to first gets away. Berg will get up and head to second. And he takes a big turn. He's going to go for third. The throw is in time. The gamble does not pay off for Berg. He advances to second on the errant pickoff throw, but then is cut down trying to go to third. It is a lot of room down that first base line, but I still felt like this, he took a little while to get up and go. This was a gamble. You're hoping that they're not going to make a good throw here, but tried to avoid the tag, and Ryan Thome thought that he had, but it was close. That one is a strike. 1-2 now to Oligmuller. See if we can see this again, with the ball coming up high, and it was very close to whether he'd gotten that right hand in around it. Here's a liner, that'll be in for a hit, and now if you're Champlin Park, you're maybe wishing you hadn't gambled there or wishing that you'd gotten the call, I guess both, but so Oligmuller singling, but instead now he's just a man on with one out rather than it being a potential run scoring hit. Preston Nelson will run for the catcher Oligmuller. It's a courtesy runner situation, and Mac Warren will be the batter. Warren lining it a long way, but fouled on the left field line. He bounced to third his first time up. Hit the ball pretty sharply, but taken for a ball there. That one is over for a strike, so 1-2 now to Warren. Nelson runs well. He has stolen 10 bases, not been had a lot of at-bats, but I remember last year's state tournament being used in this kind of a situation. Did he go around? He did not. 2-2. But this one was close. That may very well have been a swing. It was awful close. Tapper to third. You're going to have to go to first with it. Throw is low and then safe. Unable to dig it out there was Byers. And Warren will reach on the first error of the game. Nelson down to second. It's been a well-played game defensively, but that time Tapper and Brunding, I think you got to call this an error, though, on that low throw. And Byers not quite able to scoop it. So Dylan McNamara will be the batter now for Champlin Park. First and second and one out. Back up the middle. Flag down. They get the out at second, and then the throw to first gets away. And a run will score. Mounds, you nearly had the double play, but instead Nelson will end up scoring. It was really a great play at second there by Cutter. They got the force play at second, but then the throw to first is low. McNamara will reach on a fielder's choice. The run scores. It's 3-1. This is a heck of a play. Gets the little flip, but then the relay to first. Byers not quite able to grab it. And Alex Fino will be the hitter. So 3-1 Rebels, 2 outs, runner at first. Fino bounced to third his first time up. Tapper and Ryan Thome flawless on that one. Outside with that one, 1-1. Sun peeking out really full for the first time today. Able to hold up. 2 balls and a strike. And lining this one to left, but it's going to hang up and be playable there for Madison. He actually was kind of a victim of hitting that one a little too hard. Rebels do, though, get a run in the inning. 1 run on 1 base hit. There was a couple of errors for Mounds View, and they leave 1. We've completed 4. It's 3-1 Champlin Park.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back as we head to inning number 5 here at Champlin Park. The Rebels leading Mounds View 3-1 here in this Section 5 4A Baseball Championship. Andrew Getty will lead it off here in the 5th. The Mustangs pitcher takes a strike from Donovan Vendel, who came up with a big strikeout to get out of a little bit of a jam in the 4th. He had walked a couple of hitters. There's strike 2. Well hit ball passed short and into left field, and Mounds View has just its second hit of the game right there as Getty strokes a single. See if they might run for him here perhaps. Cal Anderson will be the batter for the Mustangs. Vendel got ahead in the count, but threw him a strike, and Getty knew what to do with it. Sam Cornelius will run at first base as a courtesy runner now, and Anderson, who was a strikeout victim his first time up, stepping in. Anderson wanting another run through on those signs and gets it. You certainly wouldn't think bunt here. I don't now, especially with when the score went from 2-1 to 3-1. But not impossible either. That one is a strike. 1-1. Go to first base, and Cornelius back in. Runner is going. The throw down is not held on to. He's going to be safe. Cornelius might have made it anyway, but the throw was kind of a short hopper there, and Carlson trying to catch and tag at the same time. Oligmiller didn't look very good on the first throw he had to make. That one was certainly better, but he didn't quite get it all the way there. Carlson, boy, it was going to be close, but as he's trying to bring the ball into tag, he didn't quite hang on to it. 2-2. Missed with that one. Count running full now to Anderson. Byers on deck here. Mounds, you're trying to get something going in the 5th. Skied out to medium deep center. George camping underneath it, makes the catch. Runner is tagging and will advance to 3rd. They're going to throw to 2nd, see if he left early, but they do not get the call. So Cornelius advancing. He is fast. They get the out, but Mounds View does move the runner up. And Byers is the hitter. Yeah, I'm not surprised Champlin Park appealed there, because I was thinking that it looked like, I'm not saying he left early, but he timed it exactly right. If not, that. So Byers will hit. Champlin Park is pulling the infield in, although not the second baseman. Bit of an interesting alignment here. Runner is coming, and he will be tagged out. Well, I think Mounds View might have had a mix-up on the signs, or looking for a suicide squeeze there, and instead, Cornelius will be tagged out. He's coming all the way. The pitch is outside. And Rebels are really fired up as they get that second out. Boy, that changes the complexion of the inning big time. Fouls that one back. Fouling that one off of Oligmuller, 1-2. It was hard to tell if Byers didn't see the signer, because if it is a suicide squeeze, you've got to do all you can to just put the bat on the ball, not leave that runner hung out to dry. The pitch was definitely off the plate, but not far enough that he couldn't have at least tried to push it. And there is going to be a line drive base hit, and much like Champlin Park had a runner throw it out of the bases, Mounds View is going to be thinking what could have been a little bit here. If they had just gotten that hit with that runner still at 3rd, it would have been a run. Instead, now he's at 1st with 2 outs, and Caligiuri will be the batter. Breaking ball over for a strike. Caligiuri had a fly to center and then a strikeout. This is away with that one, 1-1. We're going to see a pinch runner here for the Mustangs. Byers will be run for here by Jason Cook.
Pinch running for the Mustangs, number 17, Jason Cook.
That one in the dirt, and Cook will move up to 2nd. Oligmuller scrambles to find it. So like the 4th inning, the 5th's been a little bit of a struggle for Vendel. See if he can get out of trouble here. Almost looked like his foot slipped a little bit when he planted there. Rip and a miss, now 2-2. Vendel's been able to make big pitches when he's needed them. Outside there, 3-2. Ooh, and he drives this one to deep left field. Fino drifting back and right in front of the track makes a catch. A long, loud out to end the top of the 5th inning. For the Mustangs, no runs, 2 hits, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of 5. It is 3-1 Champlin Park.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
Nice crowd on hand for this one as Champlin Park leading 3-1 as we go to the bottom of 5 here in the Section 5 4A baseball final round. Andrew Getty loosening up to begin this 5th inning. He'll see the top of the order for Champlin Park. Dull, Greer, and Carlson will be the batters. As we mentioned earlier, a lot of offense in that 1st inning and then not a whole lot since, although these last couple innings have gotten a little bit interesting for both teams. In the bottom of the 4th, Champlin Park, it's Alex Berg after singling. A wild pickoff throw to 1st, but he tried to go all the way around from 1st to 3rd and was cut down, and then that was immediately followed by a single where he might have had that run come in. They did eventually get a run on an attempted double play for the Mustangs that didn't quite pan out. And then in that 5th inning, Mounds used leadoff hitter getting over to 3rd, and then it seemed like maybe a missed sign as he was coming home on what looked like a suicide squeeze, and batter did not get to the ball and was tagged out rather easily. Ooh, and there's a hard liner right up the middle. Dull driving that one over Getty's head. Had him flinching out of the way a bit there as Dull has 2 hits and 3 at-bats today. Lead-off single, and again, he does run well. They haven't really looked to run, though, against Getty. And Getty and also Caligiuri, you have to say. But line that one. Greer will be the hitter. And let's see, are we going to see a pinch runner, perhaps? Austin Mueller will be running for Dull, so I said Dull, pretty good runner, but I guess I'm not taking that back. It's possible he's a little bit nicked up, or they just like to get Mueller in there. But either way, we got a runner at 1st with nobody out. See if Greer, if they'll be looking at bunt with him, or he does square around, and it's foul. I think it came up and hit Greer. Boy, there's some... Yeah, the umpire did indicate, though, that right away that he was still in the box. I think Moundsview was saying he wasn't. They're going to ask the home plate umpire to check with the base umpire. I thought there was definitely a possibility that Greer was out of the box, which would make him out. And they're going to not overrule their cohort there. Not clear enough evidence to say otherwise, so Greer will still be at bat. This time not squaring, takes it for a ball. Greer had a hit. There's some seagulls or whatever they're. Birds of some type out there in short center. Throw to first, it's again wild. Mueller will get up, and this time I can guarantee he's not going to try for third. And the second throwing error on a pickoff today by Getty. So now they won't need to worry about bunting him over. Third error of the game on the Mustangs. Look at that one, just plain got away from him. And right away I looked over at Ryan Tobin, third base coach and head coach for the Rebels, and right away he was putting up the stop sign after they got a runner thrown out in that same situation, trying to go all the way around from first to third. Bluff to second. Taken for a strike there by Greer, and it's 1-2. Carlson on deck for Champlin Park. All right, opportunity for them to add to their lead here. Runner at second and nobody out. And Greer will go down on strikes for out number one as Getty gets a big out there.
The shortstop, number 10, Carlson.
Nasty, sharp breaking ball there. Gets Greer. Carlson a chopper, but foul past third. He has had a sacrifice and then a walk. In on the hands, lifted out to short right field. Not going to be deep enough for Mueller to try and tag, so Carlson flies to right. 2 outs now, and Reese George will be the batter. They jammed him on that one and got a bit of an awkward swing out of him, so Getty getting back-to-back big outs. Now George, the hitter. George knocked in a pair in the first, and then bounced out to the third baseman on a nice play by Brunding. Takes that one for a strike. Late on that one, it fouls it away. Getty working ahead in the count 0-2, trying to keep the score where it's at and give his team opportunity to come back. George will ask for time there as Mustangs were taking a fair amount of time getting into the rhythm of that one. Up and in with that one. Swing and a miss. George down on strikes, and Getty comes back in a big way after getting that leadoff guy on. Rebels, in the fifth, no runs, 1 hit. There was 1 more Mounds View error and 1 left aboard. We've completed 5 innings here. Champlin Park 3 and Mounds View 1.
For 90 years, Connection has been at the heart of everything they do at Topline Financial Credit Union. Their team is passionate about connecting with you to help you reach your financial dreams. For some, they're here for your first, like your first checking account, first car, or first home. For others, they're here for those next steps, whether it's remodeling your home, saving for retirement, or starting a small business. Become a Topline member and let them be a part of your big moments. Visit toplinecu.com, because connected, we all do better. Federally insured with the NCUA, Equal Opportunity Lender.
Welcome back here to Champlin Park as the Rebels leading Mounds View by a score of 3-1, and possibly a bit surprising, we've got a new pitcher, Evan Nordby, coming in for Champlin Park after Vendel worked out of trouble in the 4th and 5th innings. Nordby is the guy that they had slated would be the starter if there's a game 2, but they're saying, hey, let's take advantage and see if he can't throw us 2 scoreless innings here and not even need a second game. It'll be the 2-3-4 hitters coming up for Mounds View: R.J. Madison, Liam Berlin, and Jack Glancy. Nordby's worked 37 2/3 innings this year. Walked 17, struck out 45, a 1.49 ERA. Opponent's hitting .229 off him. That is a strike. Madison fouled out to first and then walked in the 4th. And there's a called 3rd strike as Madison caught looking to begin the 6th. And Berlin will be the hitter for the Mustangs. He provided their first inning run. As you get another look, Nordby starting it in style. Hits the outside corner with that one. There's a strike. Berlin, a solo homer in the 1st, and then a fly to center field in the 4th. It's always the interesting kind of decisions, especially in these double A limb things like this with Nordby. You know, he's your guy that you had slated to start game 2, and he could very well still do that, even if, you know, if Champlin Park does not hang on and win this one. But I think they're feeling like we're in a really good position to try and win this one and not have to worry about a second. Let's go out, come in with our next best guy. And I do kind of agree that Vendel was starting to look like he was laboring a lot more in those last 2 innings than he had in the first few. Cut and a miss. Berlin down on strikes, and he is upset about something there. So 2 outs, and Glancy will be the hitter. I don't know if he was complaining about a previous call, perhaps. So Glancy, who struck out both of his at-bats against Vendel, looks at that one up high, 2-0. Donald back into the screen. Missed away with that one. 3 balls and a strike here to Glancy. And that'll be ball 4. So Glancy drawing a 2-out walk. And Jack Tretter will be the batter. The other thing that, you know, sometimes you bringing in a pitcher who's been primarily a starter, bringing him in a middle of a game situation too. You're not always sure what you're going to get in that scenario. And again, I don't know how much Nordby is if pitched in relief this year, but Treader a swing and a miss. Fly to left and a walk so far for Treader. But in high school ball, obviously, that's not exactly uncommon to see people switching between roles like that. Cut and a miss, throw down to first. Ooh, and a great play by McNamara to keep that one from going into right field. A really good throw there, might very well have had him as Oligmuller springing up. They had Glancy leaning a little bit, but the throw was not especially good. And really good play to dive and save it by McNamara. Runner is going. Popped out but out of play. I think Mounds View definitely feels they can run on Oligmuller, but the game situations haven't allowed them all that many opportunities. They have had a couple of steals though. Runner going again, pitch is high, and the throw not nearly in time. Stolen base for Glancy. One hop throw, but he had that one easily stolen. Good jump by Glancy. Even a perfect throw is not going to get him there, I don't think. Missed away, 2-2. And a swing and a miss, and Nordby ends up striking out the side with a walk mixed in. No runs, no hits, and one left for the Mustangs. We go to the bottom of the sixth. It remains 3-1 Champlin Park.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
We head to the bottom half of inning number 6 here at Champlin Park. The Rebels leading at 3-1. Mounds View again needs to sweep a doubleheader. Champlin Park needs one win, and they're hoping to be headed in that direction, but still some ball game to go here. Alex Berg will step up. Andrew Getty still out there for the Mustangs. Berg had a strikeout, and then last time around singled. Reached second on the throwing or errant pickoff throw, but was cut down trying to advance. Lifting this one out to right field, and catch made. Is Anderson able to get there? So one gone, and Oligmuller will be the hitter. Oligmuller had a fly to center, and then last time singled. Takes a strike here. Cut and a miss there. Getty got a couple of big strikeouts and a flyout after leadoff man had reached in the 5th, and then he had another errant pickoff throw that got him to second, but worked his way out of trouble. Ooh, boy. That one nearly clipping the helmet of Oleg Mueller. Low and away with that one now, 2-2. And he lines that one into short left, just at the edge of the grass, and Oleg Mueller his second base hit. Champlin Park's done a nice job against a very good pitcher in Getty. And, I mean, they haven't like tagged him all around or anything, but they've put some balls in play solidly. And Nelson will run again for Oleg Mueller. Warren will hit. Nelson, as we said, now the runner at first. He scored the 3rd run of the game after coming in to run for Oleg Mueller last time. And he's going to take off early. Getty's throw is wide of second. Boy, Nelson catches him off guard and will steal second with Getty still standing there in the stretch. It took a while before he realized it, but even then I think he still probably would have had time to get him, but he rushed the throw and it was off target. Nelson, either a great read or maybe got a little bit luckier, or probably a little bit of both. He is really taking off. Again, now he really wants to get a good jump on anything hit to the outfield, try to score. They're going to tap it to short. Throw almost wide there. They get the out. Nelson over to third as Warren is out 6-3. And McNamara will be the hitter for Champlin Park.
The first baseman, number 22, Dylan McNamara.
Boy, here's where the Rebels, you'd love to get one more. I mean, heck, even a wild pitch here would be something, anything to bring in one more run. McNamara reached on a fielder's choice last time up. On the play where they tried to turn 2, that ultimately that 3rd run scored. And speaking of wild pitch, here comes Nelson with run number 4. Champlin Park's lead now at 3 runs as that one getting away from Getty. Tough one to try and flag down if you're Caligiuri there, and Nelson scoring easily. He throws very hard and the pitch well outside, and not really much chance to do anything with that one. Nelson alert too, though, getting a good break, taking off immediately, and I think he was thinking along the same lines I was. Any way I can get in, I'll take, and including if it has to be that way, a wild pitch, then I'll do it. And there's ball 4. As McNamara will work out a walk. Only the 2nd walk, I believe, issued by Getty today. Fino will be the hitter.
Now batting for the Rebels, the left fielder, number 4, Alex Fino.
Fino's had a bouncer to third and a fly to left. Runner is going. Throw down is in time as they get McNamara. Kind of see why they haven't been running all that much today. Good throw there. But the Rebels do get an important insurance run. 1 run, 1 hit. No one left. We go to the 7th inning. It is 4-1 Champlin Park.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
And we head to inning number 7 here, Champlin Park. Trying for 3 more outs. Mounds trying to extend this one and force a second game as Evan Nordby loosening up for his second inning on the mound here for Champlin Park in relief of starter Donovan Bendel.
Leading off for the Mustangs in the top of the 7th. The third baseman of 23, Bo Grunding.
Bo Brunding will hit for Mounds View here. He is gone 0 for 2 with a couple of Ks, both against Vendel. Takes a ball. If you're Nordby, you don't want to be too hyped up here. You know, obviously you know what's at stake. 2-0. And got him to swing at that one on 2-0. 2 balls and a strike. Following that one straight back, and the count even up now at 2-2. Fouling that one away. Popping this one up down the left field side is going to get out of play. And fouls it the other way, dribbling it down the first base side, so it stays 2-2. And a little flare. Carlson going back, can't quite get it. It'll drop in for a hit. Brundig aboard to start the 7th for the Mustangs. It was one of those where Carlson read it, but you just couldn't get there. You're feeling it getting away from you, reaching for it, and just nothing different he could have done here, really, I don't think. Just made an effort, couldn't quite get there. So Getty will be the hitter. I talked about his pitching, but dangerous hitter too. He hit a hard single last time up. He's 1 for 2. Hits it hard at second. It gets away from Greer, and they're not going to have a play. Everybody's safe as Greer and Carlson then colliding. They have to score that one an error, although it was hard hit, but first error of the day on the Rebels, so 2 aboard, nobody out for Mounds View. I think they will run for Getty here. Cornelius coming out. Definitely a hard hit ball. And then Carlson I think was still maybe thinking he might be able to throw to first, but then Greer collided with him. Probably not a bad, I mean, I don't think they were going to have a play that by that point anyway. So defensive conference here for Champlin Park. Still in a good spot, but first and second, nobody out. Mounds View mounting a threat here in the top of the 7th. So Anderson, who was called out on strikes and then flied to center field last time up, comes up in a key spot here for the Mustangs. Breaking ball over for a strike. That one missing high and away. It's 1-1. And that one is in for strike 2. Nordby mixing his pitches here. That's in the dirt. Miller, a nice stop there. 2-2. Rip and a miss. Anderson down on strikes. Nordby comes back after the first 2 hitters reach to get the strikeout. And Byers will be the batter. Byers struck out in the 3rd, lined a single to right in the 5th. Big out here for Nordby, throwing that one by him. Fourth strikeout for Nordby after Bettel struck out 7. Missing inside there, 1-0. And up high with that one, 2-0. The great thing about baseball is the time clock doesn't run out on you. You still got opportunities even getting into this last inning like this. Lining that one foul into the screen. Just inside with that one. A lot of the Rebels fans thought they were going to get a strike call there, but no, it's 3-1. That one hits him, and the bases will be loaded up for the Mustangs. Top of the order coming up as well. Caligiuri will hit. They're going to run for Byers at first as Casey McCallum will come out to run. So Caligiuri getting instruction there. You see the runner McCallum at first.
Catcher number 4, Cooper Caligiuri.
Well, the jury's had a couple of flyouts and a strikeout. RBI opportunity here. Bases loaded, one out. Takes it up high for a ball. And outside with that one, Nordby falling behind 2-0. Nowhere to put him. That one is over for a strike. And strike two. 2-2. And missed away. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Caligiuri. Lifting it down the right field line. A long run and an effort. It's foul. Not quite able to get there as Berg. For Champlin Park, I'm not sure if you catch this, it's going to mean a run scores for sure. However, you would get the second out, so you probably would take that. But instead, it's an exciting play that really almost didn't happen. As we're back to where we were, 3-2, bases full. And there's ball 4, and he walks in a run. Caligiuri stayed patient, didn't chase. Mustangs within 4-2, and bases still loaded with 1 out. R.J. Madison will be the batter.
The left fielder, number 5, R.J. Madison.
Mounds, I believe, probably going to run for Caligiuri here. Jake Latecki will be the runner at first now. Madison's had a foul out, a walk, and last time took a called third strike. Boy, the momentum really kind of shifting Mounds View's way here, though, certainly in this top of the 7th. Cut and a miss. Missed away there, 1-1. Big swing there and didn't get it. Ball and 2 strikes now. Takes that one up, 2-2. Misses again, 3-2. Not what Norby wants to do here. Close one there. Cut and a miss, and Madison out on strikes for out number 2 as Nordby ends up winning that battle. But still a very dangerous hitter. The bat in his hands coming up, Berlin. Another look as he gets him pitch up a little bit, but going to try and protect at that point. Madison swings and misses.
The shortstop, number 6, Liam Berlin.
Berlin homered in the first, then a fly to center and a strikeout. Takes a breaking ball up and in, 1-0. That one is outside, 2-0. There's a strike. Two-one offering is fouled away down the right field line. Two pitch up coming here from Nordby. Just gets a piece of that one and fouls it away. Tapper foul past the Rebels dugout. It's not going to come easy, that's for sure. Ooh, there's going to be a called third strike to end the tournament. Berlin caught looking as Nordby gets the strikeout. He strikes out the side around a messy inning overall, but it's enough to get the job done, and Champlin Park for a second straight season is headed to the state tournament as they hold off Mounds View's rally. Mustangs get one run in the seventh, but that's all, and the Rebels will win it by a score of 4-2 as they stay unbeaten in this Section 5 tournament and end it in one game. Couple runs in the first inning, and George singling in a pair, then they added one in the fourth and one more in the sixth. And Mounds View, despite a big rally here in the seventh, end up leaving the bases full and end up losing it by 2. So the Mustangs season will come to an end here with a 20-8 record. Another really good year for them, but they end up a little short of where they wanted to be in Champlin Park. With win number 19 is going to be getting set for the state tournament. So we will take a timeout and come back with some of our award ceremony here as Champlin Park wins it 4-2. They are headed to the state tournament.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
We go to the award ceremony here as Mounds View finishing up their medals and getting set to receive their second place trophy here in the Section 5 tournament. They came in as the top seed to 2 close losses to Champlin Park, the only blemishes in the tournament for the Mustangs.
Student manager Taylor Jude.
As again, they had a 20-win season.
Manager Jackson Jr.
Well, I don't know what the weather's going to happen later, but it turns out it was a pretty good idea to move this up, it would seem, as they got this game played in pretty optimal conditions. And you see the Mustangs
Once again, congratulations.
getting their second place trophy, and it's always, you know, it's not the trophy you came here for if you're the team that loses in this round, but still a lot to be proud of for that group for sure.
And now let's have
Good ball players and a good program.
Championship of Hard Rebel.
Runner-up in the Suburban East this year, and runner-up here now in Section 5, and Champlin Park. On the other side of the coin, they are going to be back in the state tournament for a second straight season.
Your first place medal. Number 1, Christian Dull. Number 2, Alex Bird. Number 4, Alex Pino. Number 7, Jaden Oligmuller. Number 8, Evan Norby. Number 9, Josh Henshin. Number 10, Luke Carlson. Number 11, Reese George. Number 13, CT George Champlin. Number 15, Cash Miller. Number 16, Donovan Biddle. Number 17, Caleb Greer. Number 18, Kyle Brooks. Number 22, Dylan McNamara. Number 24, Noah Stufsky. Number 28, Preston Nelson. Number 31, Tanner Wiley. Number 34, Matt Warren. Number 37, Austin Mueller. Number 44, Owen Shortstide. And let's not forget number 27, Cal Oakley. Head coach Ryan Toe. Assistant coach Garrett Harrison. Assistant coach Spencer Robinson. Assistant coach Jeff Carlson. And student manager Ethan Erickson. time, can we have the captains come forward for the Rebels and accept your Section 5 championship trophy? Congratulations to the Champlin Park Rebels, Section 5 champions for the second year in a row.
So Champlin Park will advance to the 4A tournament this coming week at CHS Field. Congratulations to the Rebels as they put together a really solid run. I mean, the whole season was strong for them, but played pretty flawlessly down the stretch. It got interesting at the top of the 7th, but they're able to hang on. They ended up striking out 13 Mounds U hitters in all, 7 for the starter Vendel in 5 innings, and the Nordby all of his outs by strikeout in the 6th and 7th, including the last 2 outs of the ball game. So the Rebels are going to state. Hope you've enjoyed today's game here on CCX and on NSPN. For all of our crew, I'm Jay Wilcox. Champlin Park 4, Mounds View 2, the final in the Section 5 4A championship.